Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining in, you're tuning into the Hard Times First Sunday tournament. We have Wave Hemmah versus Jose Parica in a race to 5 coming up. We have Wave Hemmah with the break. So joining us in the booth is Steve, back from, I guess you had a match just now?
Yeah, I had a match. I won my match, so I'm back. Call Steve again. Hope all my virtual pool friends are still out there hanging on, because you got a good one here. Wave Hemmah and Jose Parica. 2 sticks, he's a virtual pool player. We got 9ball.com on here. He plays virtual pool too.
I see. I heard from Daniel that you do. You make your virtualpool.com. Is that's your website?
Now, for all you guys watching out there and ladies, this is Jose Parica is one of the all-time great pool players. He was probably, if not the best, one of the very best for about 10 years in his prime. He's 63 now, and he still is to be feared.
Yes, definitely. And he was one of the first Filipinos to come and play in the U.S. He paved the way for everyone else to come over and dominate in a lot of tournaments.
Yep, and he's still one of my favorites. He played in the one pocket tournament yesterday. Didn't win it, which I would say he was probably the favorite. He's a great one pocket player. He really plays everything well. So, who's up in this match, Claudia?
The score is currently 0-0, and
I won my first match.
No one's.
And Daniel has just won his first match.
That was pretty fast.
4-1, 5-1. Steve, Claudia, Steve.
Yeah, I met Claudia.
Just kidding. Everybody okay? Some water?
Yeah.
I'm good, thank you.
Actually, that's probably still my water.
That's your water?
Yeah. Let's see, buddy. You sipping on my water, Claudia?
No.
That's okay. I trust you. You look like you're a very clean person.
Oh. Thank you, I think.
No, that was a compliment, because I'm picky about people touching my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, you're a very nice looking young lady.
I think a lot of pool players are really particular, whatever it is.
Some of these crazy guys, they go to the bathroom and they don't wash their hands because they think it's bad luck.
Yes,
it's like,
yes.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Especially with Santos, like his hands will be blue and you're just like, what have you been doing the whole day?
Yeah. If you really want to learn how to play pool, watching Jose is a great way to do it. He's looking here. He knows everything that's going to happen on every shot he hits.
Yes, he's not just standing behind the cue ball in the shot. He's actually walking around the table, looking at the angle, making sure that, the ball will go where he would like it to go.
Yeah, I think Dennis Okoye plays a lot the style that Parica does. It's not maybe as flashy as Efren's style, but it's very effective.
I think Efren, a lot of people sometimes don't even know what he's going to do, and then he does something, and it's
just amazing.
It's magic. That's why he's called the magician.
But I'd say Parica is one of the best ball pocketers ever to live. I mean, he's an amazing snooker player. He's beat some of the snooker champions in tournaments, and that's saying something for a pool player to be the snooker champion.
Definitely.
Ooh. Well, this table got him. That was a commentator first, maybe.
It's commentator jinx. We weren't expecting that to happen. But it's not like he's left Dave with too easy of a shot. Maybe a bank.
I think Dave will bank this, and if he's got the angle, he'll try to put the cue ball on the end rail. Yeah. He didn't make the bank, but he got the cue ball in a good spot. Now, balls going down the rails, this isn't frozen, and that's huge, because on this table, if the ball is frozen, it makes it way tougher. This is still a very difficult shot. Cue ball on the rail, the ball's very close. If anybody can make it, it's Jose. He rolls balls better than anybody I've ever seen in my life. Okay, well, maybe I better stop saying good things about Jose.
You just hold your breath until the shot is over.
But you watch him play one pocket, and he rolls the cue ball. Those kind of shots where you just got to roll it. It's just incredible, because that's very difficult to roll the ball and hit it so the object ball barely gets to the pocket.
Yes, definitely. You got to really trust your stroke as well and know your stroke.
Nice shot. That was
Dave with a cut in there.
Now, see, I've got a wizard with me with this thing. She's got the score and everything. That's a lot better than I've been doing.
So that's Dave, one up from Jose by 1 in a race to 5.
Let's see. Can we get the Chaplin back?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to come around.
Oh, you're doing the score layer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can only write pool games. I can't work Daniel's setup.
It's actually quite simple. Ustream has made it a little, pretty easy for people to stream it. But that's kind of funny, because considering if you can write a pool game, I'm assuming you know some programming.
Yeah, I know my way around that, and but the thing is, with any program, you've got to learn how to use it, and
right, true.
I'm smart enough that since I don't know what I'm doing, I try not to touch it. Guessing never turns out well. All right, well, that was not such a wonderful break. He ended up with a cue ball on the rail. You want to leave the cue ball more in the center of the table or side pocket or above. All right, well, this should be interesting. I'm not sure. I don't think he can cut this in the corner pocket and hold the cue ball. He might play safe there. Yeah, that's what he did.
He did, using the 4 and a 7.
And
leaving.
The 3. I mean, you notice how he just got up there, looked at it, and just shot it. That's how good the guy plays. He doesn't have to think too much. He just looks at it, says, okay, here's where I want the cue ball to go, here's where I want the one ball to go, and he hits it.
Yeah, and given all the experience he's had, he's probably encountered this shot, n number of times.
Well, especially playing one pocket. If anybody out there watching this wants to get better at pool, and you're like an intermediate player or above, one pocket's just a wonderful game to improve the other parts of your pool game.
And Dave just scratched around the table.
Dave's He's having fun with the cue ball. Okay, now Parica is changing shafts. Now this is, I got an interesting tidbit of information here.
Oh, please do tell.
Just got a new cue, and he complained to me yesterday that, you know, he was having trouble making balls, that the ball was throwing and squirting different, and you know, I mean, normally in one pocket he's pretty tough to beat, and he said it was a cue. Well, he just changed his shaft. Now I don't know what he changed to, whether it's just another one or whether this is something that he's more used to. So obviously he's thinking I'm missing balls because of the new shaft that he had.
Right. And even if it's not the shaft, it's the whole mindset as well.
Yeah, if it gets in your head, you're right, absolutely right. I've seen Morrow change shafts about 6 times in one match.
Which brings us back to the particular pool player.
Yeah, and all this stuff's pretty standard here. It's just tough on this table. Parica's not the guy you want to play on this table, though. He overrolled.
He's going to get a little funny here on the 7.
Yeah, he just hit that too hard. See, that was a nice line he was on. You know, the one thing about playing shape, Claudia, is that the thing I've learned watching these guys is it's always better to come down the line you want to be on, and that's what he did. It just went too far. So are you playing in the tournament?
I am not playing in the tournament, but I will be playing at the Chuck Markulis Memorial Tournament next weekend.
Oh, good. I'm going to be playing there too. You playing the one pocket?
No, I don't. I've played all of maybe 3 or 4 racks of one pocket in my life.
Yeah, my one pocket game's not that strong either, but I figured, okay, no time to learn like now. Well, Dave was trying to play safe and put that 7 ball on the end rail, which he did not do, but he got lucky with where it went. Yeah, Jose's going to play some kind of safety here. Maybe to the other side rail.
Busch and Santos, table 10. Busch and Santos, table 10. Raise to 5.
This is actually in a very funny spot for him. I'm not sure what he's going to do.
Really played it safe, as you called it.
Yeah, he played it really well too.
Really.
Dave's tapping his hand. I mean, you know, it was a natural line, but the speed on the cue ball was pretty tough. And he got it perfect. Well, when you play at this level, you better be able to kick.
Kevin B, you're on table 14.
And Dave successfully kicked, but I think Jose can make the 7 into that corner pocket.
Yeah, I think this rack's all over. Now, one place the Filipino players have a big advantage is kicking. That's probably, if you wanted to pick one thing that is the biggest difference from, at least ethnically, I would say the Filipino players kick way better than everybody, and a lot of it's because they played billiards, and you know, if you watch Efren kick, it's just amazing how well he kicks.
And Dave gave Jose the 9, so now the score is tied 1-1. Yeah, a lot of people don't know Efren for his billiard game, actually.
He's a very fine billiard player.
He is. I've seen some of his videos on YouTube, and it's just incredible. That's some good material to learn from as well. Rack 3.
Okay, see how you just parked the cue ball there? That's what you want to do. Either right there or getting it a little above the side pocket. You want to try to avoid the crossing balls. But the one ball is going to either go on the side pocket or come up table. And if it's coming up table, you're going to have a shot every time if you can park it. And Jose is fooling with the shaft. He doesn't look happy with that one.
No,
either.
he doesn't. Doesn't seem like it's sliding the way he would like.
Uh-oh.
Careful with the 5. Nope. He hooked himself behind the 5.
Yeah, this is un-Jose-like. Yeah, here he goes. He's looking. He's wondering if he can find something else. No,
He got some powder from the next table.
He's really unhappy with his equipment right now. I've only played Jose once. I played him in a Seminole Pro Tour event. And it was 10 ball, and I lost 7-5, and I played pretty good. He gave me a chance to win, but I just, I dogged it. I mean, you know, it's tough playing somebody that's a legend.
Yes, definitely.
Now, Dave Hemmah, he's got a little more gumption than me and a little more game. I mean, he can definitely win this match. Especially with Jose struggling.
Hey, he definitely wasn't happy with that miss on that 4. He's kind of just patting his hands together.
I think he's just unhappy in general now. I mean, when you're playing with a pool cue you don't like, it's tough. He might have changed the tip today because he said yesterday he was going to try changing the tip.
Oh.
Which makes a huge difference. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to love it after that, but tips make a difference. One of our sponsors, Kamui, and if you haven't tried one of those, you know, that tip is definitely going to play a lot different than anything you've played with.
And I wouldn't, you know, I don't know if he's even had time to break in a new tip, get it a little more compressed.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is a brand new tip itself is going to be a little funny. You're right about that, Claudia. And Dave is trying to figure out how to play this. Obviously, the 8 ball does not go by the 9. So he's trying to figure out how he's going to play it. Now this is something that's really good, you know, because he's trying to determine how he's going to get on the 7 ball to get on the 8 ball based on how he's going to play it. So he's thinking 3 balls ahead of where he needs to put the cue ball.
And that is the way you should play a rotation game.
Yes.
But a lot of people, you know, you get caught up in the moment. You kind of lose your pace unless you get to this level of play here where they have a very good even pace of play.
Yeah, I think the critical thing is that recognizing that, okay, this is going to be a difficult ball to get on, so I really need to understand what I'm doing. You know, if it's not so difficult, playing 2 balls ahead will work. Uh-oh, you're all too
he
far.
overshot that. He's telling that thing to slow down.
Yeah, this is you get on the wrong side of this and you're just done. And the tough thing here is that even playing safe isn't going to be that easy. This might be such a bad situation. He could even look at trying to kick at the 8 under the 9. I would think he'd try to play safe here if he could. Yeah, that's what he did. That's not very safe, though.
No.
Dave played pretty well his first match, but he wasn't playing Jose Parica.
Yeah, going back to what you said earlier, it's just when you're playing a legend, there's that added thing in the back of your head. It's making you possibly even overthink shots sometimes.
Yeah, well, I always thought Efren had like at least a game on the wire against just about anybody, just because he was Efren.
So that puts Jose up 2-1 against Dave.
Dave is a fine player. He has not been playing particularly well lately, and he's trying to get his game together. I think he's just struggling with it a little bit more from the mental side than anything else, but he can really play.
Is he still the house pro here at Hard Times?
Yes, Dave is still the house pro. He gives lessons in here a lot, and he's a great guy to take lessons from. I think he's an excellent instructor. Which, by the way, I don't believe just because you're a good player, you're going to be a good instructor, but Dave really is a good instructor.
Yes, the few times I've spoken with Dave, has a very gentle, patient nature about him that I've sensed.
That was a heck of a shot. He had to really turn that one ball with a lot of inside English to get it into the 2. That makes the shot considerably more difficult. He hit that beautiful.
In the end, Jose was even nodding his approval from his seat.
Yeah, one thing about pool players is they appreciate good play. If you play well or play a nice shot, they're going to acknowledge it. I'll move that cursor over. It's like Attack of the Giant cursor.
Does the cursor scare you, make you nervous?
It's just so big. I'm not used to a cursor that big. Okay, now this is a little funny here. I'm not sure what he's going to do because it looks like he can't hit the 7 on the right side. Oh, he was able to. Okay. Couldn't see that angle. But as long as he can get to the right side of the ball, the 2 ball is going to come down for the 5. He should hold this ball. He won't go forward. No, he did go forward. That's why I didn't like going forward. That's kind of, on this table, those shots are touchy. He could either held out with little left English or gone forward. He chose the forward. Because I'm sure he was playing shape in the side pocket.
Yeah, he looked like he overshot that a little bit, just judging by his reaction there.
Every once in a while I try to read this chat. We do want to reply to it. Since I'm blind, it's a little harder for me.
It's okay. If anybody asks you, I can try and look at it. I'm not blind yet. I only work on a computer 8 to 10 hours a day, but so.
Yeah, me too. That's enough years of that. It takes its toll. All right, now he's trying to decide how he wants to play this. I think he's just going to roll forward so he has a little angle so he can just stun it back. But I'm not sure what he's got on the 7. I thought he was pretty straight. Well, he was going to leave himself a little angle, and he didn't, but I think he's either going to stop it there or he's going to go forward. It just depends on how good he wants to get on the 9. On a normal table, you could almost just stop this. On this table, he may go forward. No, yes. He's stopping it. But on this table, the difference between getting on that 8 ball right and putting yourself here is, you might lose 1 out of 10 because you didn't get that little angle on the 8 because this shot is no gimme.
That's right, not on this table. Unless you're Dave Hemmah.
Well, I'm sure that's not where he wanted it, but you know, if you make it, everything's good. Well, we got a nice match going here, Claudia.
We're now tied at 2 apiece in a race to 5.
That was not a particularly good break. He didn't hit it very solid. He didn't hit the head ball square. Not his normal break.
But he didn't really... Oh, he might... Do you think Jose can make that? Or is a 7 in the way?
I can't tell.
It's hard to tell from our
He
angle.
might be able to bank it, and Jose does bank really well. Well, I've got to go.
Yeah, his match.
Yep.
All right, Steve will be leaving for a match, so it'll just be me for a while. Good luck, Steve. Jose pointed at the cue ball in exasperation there. He really overshot that. That's Jose Parica, definitely struggling with his new cue and his possibly a new tip as well. That's a nice shot there by Dave. Probably want to come back a little bit further down to the 4. On the other hand, it'll leave him an angle to get to the 5 backup table. Slow down, Whitey. Now I think Dave still has enough room to be able to hit that 5. Possibly has to go rail first. Oh. Well, you got a little lucky with that miss. And that was exactly what Jose wanted to do, was to leave that cue ball stuck up on the 8. He hit that with some left English. Suzanne. Nice shot there, Dave. I'm sorry, Suzanne. I thought you were asking a question. That's all right. Yeah, he didn't want to hit that hard. Again, he's overhit it. I think he's not quite used to how this cue will hit the ball. So he's going to have to get creative here, scratching his head. Let's find some creativity. That was a really good speed on that safe. He left that 8 ball completely eclipsed by the 9. And the cue ball down table. Dave's trying to make it into the corner pocket with that one railer. Jose overcuts it, and he almost couldn't believe it. He put up his hand. He just turned around. He's just like, what? Unfortunately, this isn't really a shot that he's given him. Not an easy one. He's a little bit jacked up. A little hop around and hit the 8. Tie it right up with the 9 ball. Perfect. kind of giggled at himself there. Wow, nice shot, Dave. So that puts Dave up 3 to Jose's 2 in a race to 5. This is turning out to be a really exciting match. And Dave's not breaking too well on the table right now. The cue ball's getting away from him. He's not getting a shot, not sinking anything in. Jose not too happy with his with his shot off the 2 there, but it's a little look around the table. I'm sure he can get his bearing straight. Oh, I think I just jinxed him. That was a really nice shot there by Dave to make that 4 in, get there back on the 5. Jose gives Dave D9. So that puts Dave up on the hill. Jose's struggling to overcome some equipment problems, and Dave is taking full advantage of it.
You guys all right?
Hi, Daniel.
Might as well check in.
We got Daniel Busch back in the booth. He was out selling some raffle tickets.
Hi, Claudia.
Hello, Daniel.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
What's happening here? We
This
got
is a-
4 games to 2.
Yes, we have Dave Hemmah up 4-2 against Jose. Jose's he's struggling with his equipment. He's overshooting his shots a lot, and Dave's taking advantage of it.
Well, there we go. Look, everything is all set. I don't have to worry about a thing. Well, thanks for coming out today and joining us here on the stream, Claudia.
No problem.
Are you having fun?
I am.
There's a lot of people here today, huh?
Yeah, I guess everybody's, trying to get ready for the next weekend.
Yep, we got, the Chuck Markulis event coming up on the 11th, which is in 4 days. So everybody's kind of like
Getting the last bit at practicing.
trying to catch as many gears as they can. Yeah, exactly, getting their last bit of practice. This is a great warm-up tournament for those who are going up there to play in the Chuck.
Yeah, everybody I've talked to today, they're all going up.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many people are going to be here this weekend? I mean, next weekend? They're all going to be up north.
Yeah.
They should have a discount on table time.
There's always a large Southern California contingent that goes up to the Chuck Markulis.
Nice shot by Dave.
Dave has been shooting very
see that?
well.
He threaded the needle there.
Yes, he did.
Well, big shout out to the viewers out there who are on the chat room. BBQ, Bill Moyd, Bora Driver, Buckus 82,
Table 5, Alki and Vicky, Table 5.
CALC, WBY4U, Karen Billiards, DJ Yaj, Dora Bell, 8 Ball Guy, Easy Game, Getting Here, and Hatter John. Want to say hi to everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Well, Dave looks really focused.
Oh, yes. I think in the beginning he was a little bit concerned about playing Jose Parica, but he started seeing Jose make some uncharacteristic misses and uncharacteristic shape. And so Dave's like, maybe I got a chance. And he's bearing down and he's shooting really well.
Also, hi to Peanut Butter. I like that. That's a good. It's a good screen name to have.
Where's Jelly?
Peanut Butter.
Where's the jelly?
Where's the jelly? Where's my jelly roll? Well, Dave gives it up. Back to Jose. I played my first match against Reed, and boy, I tell you, it was so hot down there. The balls were sticky, and it was real tough to play.
Really? Yeah, I actually can't tell because I'm not playing. It feels fine to me.
Well,
But-
in the booth here, it's actually nice and cool.
But I imagine, like, when you're playing, as some of the women were telling me from last weekend's tournament, if you're down there playing, you're actually sweating bullets.
Oh, another miss.
He's trying to play it safe there, that
Well,
with him hiding the cue ball behind the 9, I think, but instead the cue ball ran into the 9 and left Jose Parica with a shot.
well, Jose should be out here. I don't see any problems. Jose's son is here too. Paulo, have you met Paulo?
I have not met Paulo.
Well, Paulo plays pretty well.
Do you think he's learned some stuff from his dad?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that. Well, Jose's opened the door. Dave's opened the door a little bit for Jose. What are they doing here? What's going on? He's telling him it's okay.
I guess so.
He's saying, "You're gonna make me run this out?" And Dave goes, "No, I don't think so." All right.
All right. So we're
Little score
tied
change here.
Hill then.
Oh, we are tied Hill. I see a score of 4-2 on the board.
Oh, 4-2. I'm sorry.
So is it 4-3 now?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, you are. 4-3.
And for those of you just joining us, we're at the first Sunday 9-ball tournament here at Hard Times Billiards in Bellflower, warming up for the Chuck Markulis tournament coming up in just a few days. The Chuck Markulis, incidentally, is going to be live streamed by Andy Chen. And, you can stay tuned to my website, and I will be letting you guys know exactly what the correct link is for Andy's channel. Or I'll also embed Andy's channel into my website too, so you can just go straight to my website and watch the Chuck Markulis all weekend long. In fact, I think from the 11th through the 15th. I have to get confirmation as to whether or not Andy's going to stream the one pocket portion.
And it'll definitely be a really exciting stream to watch. Efren Reyes and Francisco are confirmed to be going to the tournament.
That's true, they are.
You got Santos is going up as well. You have the Dominguezes, who I believe will be there.
Yeah, as are a lot of the other players in this event. Right now are all going up to play the Chuck.
Starting with the one pocket tournament during the weekday, and then the 9-ball starting on Saturday, going until Monday.
Also, just to further help you guys, I've published a video bracket, the second one of the day, for the current bracket for this event, the Hard Times 10-ball. I've posted the link to that bracket in the chat room. You guys can click on that between racks and find out who's left in this event. We had 65 players today, Claudia.
Oh wow, what is it? Is it normally like this big for first of the month?
Well, first of the month, I think last month was 42.
So I guess everybody's really gearing up for Sacramento.
That's right, people are gearing up. BBQ, Barbara Lee, she wants to remind people that I'm going to be playing at the Chuck Markulis as well.
Yes, thank you, BBQ.
In the 9-ball portion. I'm not going to play the one pocket. But Andy will be streaming, and hopefully I'll get to commentate a couple of matches. Well, this doesn't look too difficult, but I think Jose's kind of just being careful here, especially when you're down. You don't want to make any mistakes.
And he has been struggling in this match.
Nice solid stroke, and he's not happy because he's a little too straight.
He definitely wanted some angle to get onto that 9-ball there. button by the side pocket. Looks like he's playing with some left English, though. Middle left.
And down she goes.
Down the cheese goes. Now I can say we're at Hill Hill.
Can you? Yeah. It's Hill Hill, guys. We have a match. Jose versus Dave on the winner's side.
Table number 3, Dodgers inside.
You're watching the first Sunday of the month here, Bellflower. Jose Parica
Rack.
gets the break. Hill Hill.
Rack 10.
Rack number 10. That's right. Oh, look, he gave himself a dummy rack there. The 7 and the 9 haven't moved. And he hasn't made a ball either.
Interestingly, all the balls are kind of gathered up on one side of the table.
Yeah, nothing's made it past the halfway mark except the 2 balls sitting on the 50-yard line there. So Dave's also looking at a pretty easy shot on the 1. You just got to kind of bring the cue ball up and down table for a shot on the 2 in the opposite side pocket. It's just kind of a speed shot here. Oh. He might have hit that too slow. He definitely hit that too slow. I think he wanted to hit that a little thinner.
Yeah.
You know, that
To get
that way
shape for
the
the
cue ball would have gotten more travel. I think he hit that one a little thick. So now he's reassessing. And that's something that these good players do, is they really know how to reassess the roadmap, you know,
yeah, the way he's queuing up with some draw there, he's going for the corner.
Well, you know, that was a relatively safe shot because, look, he hasn't really left Jose much. Jose could play a 2-5 combo here, but I would imagine he's probably going to lay up and play safety. Actually, this would make it rack number 9.
Rack number... Oh. I'm just off today.
Yeah,
It's Sunday. Can you blame me?
Well, you are not handling the money in my household, that's for sure. All right, well, no reward for that kick. But there's a couple problems in this rack. The 6 and the 8 are tied up together. 7 and the 9. Jose's looking to see if that 7 ball will pass the 9 to that corner pocket. This rack is just fraught with issues.
There's definitely a crowd gathering here watching this last rack here.
Yeah,
this match.
I think we got about 80 to 100 railbirds watching these guys play right now. That's pretty big.
That is. And this is by no means an easy run-out rack.
No. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little money on the middle in this match. And seeing as it's Hill Hill, we have a few interested spectators making sure they get what's coming to them.
I'm sure. And I won't be the one handling the money.
You won't be the one handling the money. All right, Jose's he's got a shot on the 3.
You think he's thinking to break up the 6 and the 8 with this shot too? Yes, he was.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't. Is he playing the carom to the 5-ball, or is he just going to play safe?
Looks like he's
Smart
playing
shot
safe.
is
He's
to
playing
play
safe. Yeah, I think he got an edge of the cue ball behind the 8, so Dave's checking it out.
Yeah. Anyway, I have to come up with a trivia question. We're giving away a Fast and Loose Design T-shirt to anybody on the stream that answers the trivia question correctly.
Oh.
So if you can come up with anything in the next hour or two.
Okay.
If we can come up with a good question, maybe I'll ask it after this match. Something that can't be, immediately found out on Google.
Is Demolition Dan left-handed or right-handed?
Who's asking?
I'm asking.
Oh, me.
Yeah, could that be a trivia question?
Oh, hey, that could be a. Well, that's an.
I guess they could see your.
They could guess, and
yeah.
they might,
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
Yeah,
that's
it's a 50-50,
true.
yeah.
You gotta think of something harder.
You gotta think of something a little harder than that. That's a good question, though, because it's kind of a trick question, to tell you the truth.
Oh.
Anyway, Chris Santana, Fast and Loose Designs. You go to his website, you can see his challenge racks. He's on his 3rd challenge rack now.
Wow. And you won the second one or the first one?
I won the first one.
The first one.
I won the first
and
one.
who won the second?
Some guy from, I think in Michigan or Wisconsin.
That's actually a really interesting concept, using, social media to have this challenge rack, and everybody can participate in this.
Yeah.
And you can win some money, too. Show off that pull skill on YouTube. Dave threads the needle again and sinks that 4-ball in. However, this rack is still far from over.
Okay, so a little update. I just heard from Andy Chen, who lets me know that he's only going to be streaming the final match of the One Pocket during the first round of 9-ball on Saturday.
Okay. I'm sure that will be a very exciting One Pocket match.
So Andy Chen's stream will start on Saturday.
Looks like Dave's setting up for the 7 to go into the side.
All right, I tell you what, this is going to be a really, really hard one.
Oh.
And I'll ask the question now. For those of you who know the barbecue, Barbara Lee, if you can tell me her middle name, you'll win a Fast and Loose Designs t-shirt. First one, nice shot. First one to tell me Barbara Lee's middle name, besides you, BBQ.
I didn't know she had a middle name, actually. Jose says that's good and gives Dave the game and the match.
Well, that's going to do it.
That's game. So Dave Hemmah defeats Jose Parica 5-4. Jose not able to overcome his equipment issues.
Yeah, that's true.
As he jumps the cue ball off the table.
I think he's a little upset.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. Jose Parica is defeated by Dave Hemmah. on the winner's side. So Jose is still in it. He's going to be on the one-loss side. Dave Hemmah advances on to his next opponent. Don't know who he's going to play. Like I said, folks, I have a video bracket already published on YouTube. It's very fast, so if you want to know who's left in the bracket, you're going to have to pause and start and pause it over again. But I'll post it in the chat room window. You can check out the YouTube bracket, find out who's left in this event and where everybody's at. We're going to have another match for you coming up real soon right here on the stream table. Thanks everybody for joining in, and we will be right back.